We're gonna roast him, man, live, man.
Yeah, no, we can't. We got to do it. Is he calling?
He's calling, dog. Hold on. Hey, click the link in the chat, man. Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
All right, let's do it.
First installment, Week 6 NFL.
Yes.
This is a podcast called Pick'em.
Let's do it.
We got Kareem V.I. Williams. We had Kareem Cooper. So
How you doing?
2018, he'll be in the room in a little bit.
Exactly.
The show must go on.
The show must go on. We must continue. It is NFL Sunday, and we have the top games of the week. It's Week 6. I mean, this is what it's all about. This is what the NFL is all about. We're now in the midstream of the season. And Wide, what do you think in regards to so far? What do you see from a lot of these teams so far this season?
Well, I see a lot of uncertainties right now. It's only Week 6. Everything's fizzling out.
Right.
Settling down, and you're starting to see the clear picture and who's going to actually take the ball and run with it, if you will. So, a lot of uncertainties right now. You see a couple front runners out. You got the Chiefs, that's undefeated, as well as the Rams. So, but we all know what history has with these two teams as well. So it's going to be real interesting.
It's going to be really interesting. But you know what the thing is, when you get to this part of the season, and I always say it all the time, the beginning of the season doesn't tell a story. But when you get to this part of the season, the Week 6, the 7, the 8, you're in the mid part of the season. By now, you should know. You should know your team. You should know your chemistry. You should know what you can do on the field, what you can do on defense and offense. And now it's time to turn it up. It's time for these teams to take their positions, to go after the number one slots. I really like the Rams right now, but like you said, the Rams and Chiefs, they have a history. They start off fast, but they don't finish strong. And in the playoffs, you have to win games in order to win a Super Bowl. It's going to be really interesting. Why?
Absolutely. As Kareem Cooper keeps on trying to call, hey, Kareem, you cannot call in, man. You set a new phone.
Of course he's trying to call in, but he doesn't realize there's no place like Piscataway. And he lives down in Georgia, and he can't get through because he doesn't know his Google password. Shame on you, Kareem. I mean, what are we going to do with him, huh?
Kareem, if you're listening, I just invited you, sent a link. I'm actually going to put it in the Hangouts, man. You can go ahead and stop trying to call. Hold on.
Yeah, it's over. I mean, you could give him one more shot. I mean, we are live. I mean, that's
exactly. So we'll go ahead and rock this week. Next week we'll have Cooper on the week after. I know we're going to be a short delay next week. We should be back on track for Week 8. So basically, man, what Pick'em is, we sit and we evaluate the schedule. We make our picks on why we make our picks. Also, in this just football talk, a little history, man. We go back a long time in early '90s. We always played football on video games of talk football. So, now we're bringing this all out to the YouTube audience, man. So
let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So, what the game of the week? First game of the week. What do we have up first?
Well, the game of the week is going to be 8:20 tonight, man. It's going to be the 5-0 Chiefs going against the 3-2 Pats. That's at 8:20. The Pats are 3.5 point underdogs. I don't know how that's how that's going to pan out, but
I don't know either. They're home, aren't they?
They are home. They're home.
Well, I'm telling you right now, the Patriots are in full swing right now. They're getting Edelman back. They
Yeah,
have Gordon from the Browns, who really broke out last week. I
right.
like what they're doing on offense. They've got Gronk. The key to the Pats beating the Chiefs is going to be it's going to be a shootout. You know, the Chiefs don't really have much of a defense, but they can score with any team in the league. Now, here's the question: how are they going to play on the road in New England? Are they going to show up? Is Mahomes ready for the big stage? It's going to be really interesting to see how he plays. Of course, he's coming into the game with 16 touchdowns, no interceptions, so it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a great atmosphere out in New England.
Hey, I can't disagree with you more. This kid's untested, but you know what? He has been holding up. I seen him. What I like about this quarterback is like he has eyes behind the back of his helmet. He feels the pressure. He still keeps his poise, rolls out, makes the play. The receivers are trying to get open for this guy. You're communicating. I'm very, very amazed. I'm very shocked by the chemistry that he has already with his wide receivers as well. So
It's just like you said, eyes in the back of the helmet. And when we say that, audience, it's basically he knows when the pressure's coming before it even gets to him. Being a mobile quarterback in the NFL gives him a lot of strengths. It gives him the advantage on the defense to always be able to extend the play. And this is what Mahomes has been doing all season. Preseason, didn't have the greatest preseason, but he was building that chemistry with his receiving core. And right now, that offense is clicking on all cylinders. So it's going to be absolutely bedlam out there in New England tonight, 8:20. I can't wait. I'm picking the Chiefs, but we'll get into that a little bit later after we scroll down and go through the entire schedule for this week 6.
great. Starting off 1 o'clock, we got the 2-2 Bucks in Atlanta, 1-4 Falcons. Freeman is out. He has a foot injury. The Bucks are 3.5-point favorites. Who do you got in this game, man?
I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I'm not really sure about Matty Ice. I'm not sure about Matty Ice this season. This is the first season that Matt Ryan has really faced a lot of adversity since he took over Atlanta and really got full helm and full command of that Atlanta offense. And right now, I'm not really sure. They're 1-4. They have Freeman out. He was supposed to play. Of course, he's out with a foot injury. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks and Fitzpatrick. Fear the beard in Atlanta. I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Good point. I'm gonna go with the Bucks as well, man. So I don't know what's going on with the Falcons, and I mean, you haven't heard anything from Julio this year. I think he has like one touchdown this year. I don't know, man. They got to get it together. Not the same
together.
years ago.
Absolutely.
So, going down the schedule, we got the 3-1 Panthers visiting in the DMV against the 2-2 Redskins.
Well,
Man.
the DMV. I mean, when you say DMV, I'm not sure if I should be at motor vehicles or I should be in the middle of Maryland, Washington, and DC. I'm gonna go with the Panthers. Panthers have a way better defense. Of course, Cam Newton is always a factor, and that offense is really good. As long as they have their weapons intact, their running back, I really like him. They're really going to be a problem for Washington to stop. Washington just can't score enough points. Alex Smith, he's mediocre at best. I'm going to go with the Panthers.
Yep. There was a reason why they got rid of Alex Smith. I do shout out to Adrian Peterson. He's overachieving. He is going over what everyone said he was going to do. Still, actually running. He's not Adrian Peterson of 10 years ago, but he's a kind of he's always been a running back where you have to give this guy the ball. You got to give him the ball 30 times a game. You can't give him 10 to 15 carries. He's going to break on one of them. So still got speed. I mean, he's still his vision is still there. So, but yeah, I'm with you, man. I got to pick them the Panthers, man. It's just even at on a away game, I got to pick the Panthers.
Got to go with the Pats.
Absolutely. Okay. Right. And on the West Coast, man, next game we got to 2-3 Seahawks with Russell Sierra going against the 1-4 Raiders. Man,
I don't know.
The story
you got Marshawn coming back.
Yeah.
And this is the first time he's playing against his old team. He's going to be playing with a lot of energy. There's going to be a lot of emotion there. But at the end of the day, David Carr just is not coming out shooting the way he was last season or the season before. And since Gruden has gotten to town, this team doesn't really know what they want to do. I think losing Mack was a really big loss on defense, and I don't think the locker room is really together on this one as far as from a team standpoint. The chemistry isn't there. Seattle, they'll find a way to win. I'm going to go with Seattle.
Right. I'm with you. I think John Gruden has a fascination with Derek Carr. He came in there. He's trying to make Derek Carr Roger Staubach. I don't know what's going on with that. Derek Carr was a way better quarterback, obviously suffering the leg injury as well. I don't know. Gruden needs to do something. Gruden's a smart guy. He knows football. He's been sitting in the wings for a lot of years, still keeping up with the game, actually coming up with new tricks. I just think this team needs to gel. They shouldn't be 1-4 right now. We probably should be looking at a 500 record, but they're 1-4 nonetheless. Yes, Marshawn is going to be, he's going to show up. And this guy's still a monster. He's hard to bring down. I'm gonna take the Raiders, man. I think the Raiders get their second win of the season, man.
Oh wow, you're going with the Raiders over the Seahawks. Okay, well we'll see what happens. Like I said, the offense has been a little stagnant. The only bright spot they have had is Marshawn. And here he is. KAREEM Cooper is here, all the way from Georgia, Piscataway. Welcome to the chat. I mean, we didn't think we would see you. What's going on?
Man.
You made it.
I finally figured it out. I'm not the most computer literate guy.
And I said that to Wyatt. I said this guy probably doesn't know a USB port from a teleport. So that's all right.
Hey,
yeah, I don't know. Welcome. I don't know. As far as them Raiders, man, I'm saying y'all kind of came in.
Yeah.
I think they'll get it together. The Seahawks, you never know what you're going to get out of them.
Right.
They have a pathetic offensive line. The Legion of Boom is over.
Yeah. Been going, man. Hey, let's backtrack a little bit, Kareem. We already went through the Chiefs. Who you got in the Chiefs, Pats?
Chiefs, Pats. I mean, we know Belichick is good at taking away what you do best.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the passing game, but they got a lot of weapons, so that's not going to be an easy task. They got arguably the best tight end in football right now.
Mm-hmm.
So the key for me for the Chiefs is if they can run the ball. Kareem Hunt, to me, is the X factor in this one. If they can get him going, they'll give him problems.
Yeah, I got to go with Kareem on this one. And when you got two Kareems on one podcast, we got to go for the trifecta. I'm going with the Chiefs, like I said earlier. I think the Chiefs will get the win.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow suit and go with the Chiefs as well. I think
it'll be a close game.
It'll be close. Yeah, it'll be a shootout.
If you ask me this 3 weeks later, I don't know. You know, Brady's still trying to establish that chemistry with Joshy Poo. So I definitely got the Chiefs here, man. I just think they're on this roller coaster ride right now. That's not going to stop anytime soon. Also, Kareem, we got your home, or not your hometown, but the Falcons and the Bucks, man. Who do you got? The Bucks are 3.5-point favorites. You got the 1-4 Falcons and 2-2 Bucks. So you got Freeman is out, by the way, with a foot injury.
And I got him on my fantasy. Thank you for telling me. I got a but
he's still not looking.
I think Atlanta's going to bounce back on this one. Tampa Bay, the magic is over. The Fitz magic is over. They've been exposed now. The defense is not really producing. Atlanta still does have an explosive offense, even without Freeman. I mean, Coleman is still explosive. And that other guy, they got Ian Smith, he's also explosive. So I got Atlanta in this one. I think Atlanta bounces back. The only reason they're doing bad is because they have injuries on defense. So their best players out, Deion Jones and Neal. But Tampa Bay's magic is over, so I'm going with Atlanta.
Okay.
Cool. Next we got the 3-1 Panthers going against the 2-2 Redskins in the DMV at home. Who you got?
Motor vehicles.
Yeah, man. Panthers, man. Panthers is sneaky good right now.
Yeah, very, very good. They've been very solid, and they've been racking up wins. Okay, then we Seahawks, Raiders. You think Raiders get their second win of the season?
I think they do. I think they hit this one up.
Vic's picking the Seahawks. We're picking the Raiders. Okay, so now we're caught up. We're gonna move on along. We got the 1-4 Colts going against the 2-3 Jets at MetLife Stadium. Who do you guys got? VI?
I'm going to go with the Jets. Jets, Jets. Me and Kareem went to a Jets-Buffalo game years and years ago.
I was with you guys at that game, too.
Yes, I remember. And I'm going to say that I'm going to go with the Jets. The Colts, they're absolutely trash. Luck, he's going to need a lot of it if he's going to get any points established out there. I'm going to go, he's trash. He has no line. He has no weapons. And I don't think the owner really cares whether he gets hit 90 times in one quarter. I'm going to go with the Jets.
Absolutely. Glad Peyton got a ring. Go ahead, Kareem. Sorry, my bad, Coop.
Hey, I fully agree with you. The Colts don't give you anything. They haven't had a running game since Edgerton James. You know how long ago that's been?
You ain't lying.
I just don't. And Luck, I mean, you know, he was put out to be the next great. I guess injuries have kind of hurt him. But I don't think the general manager's help either because they don't really have much.
Healthy, man. He can't stay healthy.
He can't stay healthy.
Yep.
I'll go with the Jets. I mean, the Jets sometimes surprise you. Their defense can sometimes make plays. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Jets.
But they got 2 wins already, so they can win some football games. Not like this team can't finish, man. So, but the Colts ain't nothing to write home about, right? They have no line. I'm glad Peyton got out of there and got himself a ring. The owner doesn't care. All over the place. You try to get these, these expired backs, the Trent Richardsons of the world, the Ahmad Bradshaw's. I think they have Frank Gore last year. I don't remember. But yeah, I'm taking the Jets as well, man. I think the Jets could pull it out, and their home as well, or in our home as well. Let's go back. Let's take a little remission here right now. Let's go back to the Thursday night game. You guys all know that I'm a big time Giant fan as well. You got the Giants against Philly. We have debacle. We have an onslaught. People are calling for Eli's job. They want to replace it, but I'm looking at the depth chart, man. Ain't too much there for the picking. So my question to you guys is, what do the Giants have to do to fix this team and to salvage the season?
Get rid of Eli. I'm sorry. He has his 2 Super Bowls. He'll always be known and loved for that. But Eli, he just doesn't have it anymore. Just if he ever had it. If they make it to the playoffs, for some reason he just turns into Superman. But they're not making the playoffs. Just be serious. I like Barkley, the young stud running back. Looks like Barry Sanders. He's doing it with no line.
Yeah,
actually a better receiver than Barry. But and of course we know Beckham, his temper tantrums, little kids, and all this type of. You know how he is. But
I understand though, man. I mean, shit. He likes to have the ball in his hand, and Eli's just these little 3-yard dingers, man, on 3rd and 15.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes Beckham likes 2 balls in his hands because we're not really sure which way he swings. But I'm going to tell you right now, at this point, I'm going to say that it's a total debacle in New York. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's time to go. They should have gotten rid of Eli years ago. They held on to him for $1 in a dream. They never got him an offensive line. Flowers in the attic is a big soft powder puff. He couldn't block 3 cocks coming at a hooker on 42nd Street at one time.
This guy.
It's over, and it's time to move on. They have a lot of weapons on offense, but they can't get anybody the ball. They'll continue to get blitzed and pressure. Eli needs to go. It's time to draft a quarterback and get an offensive line in New York.
Which they should have been did about 3 or 4 years ago. I think the line, they need to grow together. Offensive lines aren't built overnight.
They need to grow together. They need to grow out of New York. It's time to go. The line is terrible, and they really need to upgrade at quarterback. It's time to get somebody in there. You got a great offense on paper that can really probably score some points if you can get them the ball, but they need time to get the ball, and you have to get a line to do that.
I'll say down the field, though. They like you said, they're not even trying to throw it down the field. Throw it. Take a chance.
Bro. And we're going to disagree with this. I don't care. You got to at some point, do a play action pass here and there, man. You got to throw that in there, man.
You cannot run a play action pass if they don't respect the line and they don't respect the running game. If you have no line and they can get in, what's going to make you think you're going to buy time with a play action pass? You're going to get Eli destroyed. He's going to be put out on the stretcher. He's going to be carted out just like the old Madden from the old 90s in the ambulance. Okay, it's over.
I got you.
Between guys, Webb, right? Webb, they got a quarterback named Webb, right? Try him out.
Something. At what point do you say, "Hey, this is it. Let's see what we got on the bench"? I think that's going to.
It's now. The time is now.
It's now,
man.
They don't want to wait.
But this is a New York big market team. You cannot rebuild in big cities. We all know that. So we'll see, man. They're gonna have to patch this shit together, put lipstick on a pig or something. So.
Put lipstick on a pig, I guess.
On a pig, yeah. We gotta try something. That might work.
All right. Okay, next game. We got 1-4 Cardinals going against the 2-1. Your team, the Vikings. Who you got, Coop?
Of course you know I got the Vikings, man. Right now, Adam Thielen is at a record pace. He's the first receiver in the Super Bowl era to have over 100 yards for the first 5 games of the season. Cousins is breaking records with the Vikings. I mean, we had Culpepper. We had some pretty decent quarterbacks, and he's on pace to breaking all their records. The defense has been the disappointment thus far, but they kind of bounced back against Philly. That score was really should have been far worse than what you've seen at the end of the game because they kind of let them score at the end. They backed off. They knew they had the game, but they was letting them get easy completions and they scored and made it look closer. But I got the Vikings. We got a rookie quarterback over there. And our coach is very good at messing up rookie quarterbacks and confusing them. So I'm going with my Vikings.
Let me ask
before
I come to you, Vic, do you think I was hearing the rumblings that you don't think or somebody doesn't think Kirk Cousins is a great fit with his Viking team? He's a choker. Is he the real deal? Is Cousins a real deal? Can he take this team to the playoffs and actually do some damage or
no? And that's the problem. He's been traded around the league like a pair of Victoria's Secret thongs. And the bottom line is this.
Hold up. He's only been on one team. What are you talking about?
He has been all over the place. And the bottom line is this.
Fake news.
It's time for him to go. I don't like Cousins. That's right. I'm being biased. He hasn't been all over the league, but it feels like he has. He's a B-list quarterback. He'll never be a Hall of Famer. He'll never win more than one Super Bowl ring. He might not ever win one. The only way he gets a Super Bowl ring, if he goes in the shop right, puts a quarter in those little slot machine toy things, and gets a fake ring and puts it on his finger and poses with the trophy at Super Bowl Sunday. Because there's no way in a Jamaica's tank top he's ever going to get the damn Super Bowl. He can't win 3 games in the playoffs. He can't win consistently in the regular season. He has a great arm. He has good QB awareness, QB IQ, but he just can't get it done. He will fall short again, like Tattoo the Midget in Fantasy Island. It's over. The Vikings won't win the division, and you got to watch out for Chicago because they're coming. Trubisky's playing well. Macklin and those boys are playing very good.
Yeah, okay. But he hasn't been on the team with this much talent. Redskins playing very good.
I agree. He does have a lot more talent, but like I said, he always falls short because he's a B-lister. When you're an A-lister, you rise to the occasion. And when you're a B-lister, you get trampled in the buttermilk biscuit batter. And that's what's going to happen. It's going to be over for him before the season. He's already won 2-2. He's got a hockey goddamn fucking record. Are they playing hockey or are they playing football? I don't know. There's so many damn ties. I just can't. And we'll see what happens.
We got to see it, man. He's on a different team, so we'll see.
Who do you got this week, Vic? Who you got, Vikings or the Cardinals?
I'm going with the Vikings because the Vikings do have, on paper, a better team. They do have the weapons that can win. But like Coop said, the defense has been struggling of late. They're not the same defense they were last year. I'm just not really sure, but I still have to go with the Vikings because the Cardinals have absolutely nothing but poo-poo on a platter over there. And I'm going to go with the Vikings to pull out the win. It's going to be close. It's going to be sloppy. A lot of field goals and a lot of little dip and dunks, but I'm going to go with the Vikings.
And I'll follow suit on that. Poor David Johnson, good back. He's just wasting all the talent away.
I'm going 24-10. You say that, I'm going 24-10.
24-10. That's the score I'm putting that.
All right, that's what your heart says. I'm going to go 26-20. I'm going to go with the Vikings. A lot of field goals, a lot of sloppiness, but the Vikings get it done.
Cool.
You don't see our offense?
I think it's going to be I don't know. I see Kirk Cousins throwing a few touchdown passes. I like his attitude. He's got that QB moxie. He's been in the league for a little bit, still not battle tested, I think. So we'll see, man. Got the Steelers, 2-1 Steelers going against the 4-1, surprisingly led by Andy Red-headed stepchild Dalton. Bengals 4-1, Steelers and Bengals. B.I., who you got?
It's definitely not Dalton Douglas, but I'm going to go with Andy Dalton and the Bengals to pull this one out. I believe they'll beat the Steelers. The Steelers really have no type of real camaraderie. And when I say that, I mean the whole Le'Veon Bell thing was really a disaster.
Right.
Signing him late really broke up the locker room. Not only that, they're not really that good on defense as they used to be. They're not still Kurt of old, so they don't really have a secondary. They have a lot of unproven players in the secondary, the linebacker position. I'm just not sure about them. Big Ben, yeah, he can eat a burger, and he can also eat a furry burger because he's a molester, but that's neither here nor there. I'm going to go with the Bengals. The Bengals will win by 10.
Big game, man. Big game.
Yeah, this one is hard for me because Bengals look good this year. Pittsburgh can bounce back at any time, though. I mean, Connor, I think he's no Le'Veon Bell, but I mean, look how he's landing on Atlanta, even though they do have a lot of injuries. But it's a hard one for me. I mean, you got Antonio Brown. I think I'll go with the Bengals, by field goal.
Okay.
I'll go with
Well,
there you go.
Big Ben was my fantasy quarterback. I am starting Natty Ice this week. I just think he's going to get some yards against the Bucks. Steelers, Bengals, man. I think the Bengals are always can lose, and I think the Steelers and I don't know what's Le'Veon's what is his deal, but you know they've been 2 wins without him. 2-1 ties could have been a win. It could have been easily 3-2. I'm gonna go with the Steelers on this one, man. I think the Steelers can pull this one out. You know, it's a division game. They look forward to these games every year. It's gonna be big stage. We'll see what happens.
All right.
All right, moving on. We got the 3-2 Superchargers going against the Cleveland Browns. They're 2-1. They just signed Perryman from the Ravens. The Ravens that cut him. They signed Perryman. I like the Browns. I picked the Browns as my sister team this year. Every year I pick a team. I like their energy. I don't know, was it because of the hard knocks? But I kind of like this team. I like the youth. I like the chemistry. I like the fact they're not playing any games. They cut my man coming in late for practice, not playing any games. I like Hugh Jackson. I think he's a solid coach. I don't know if he's a head coach yet. I know he's been there 3 years, but I'm kind of digging this team. The Chargers, on the other hand, you guys got some weapons as well. Rivers, he's already saying he should be the MVP. I'll let you guys take it away. I know you're a big Chargers fan, Vic, so I'll let you start, man.
Yeah, my heart is with the Chargers, but I like what Mayfield's doing in Cleveland. And I think that Cleveland's going to shock a lot of teams this year. They could have easily been 4-1 or 5-1. They had a lot of close games. Mayfield's in there now. He's really boosted up this offense. He has a lot of weapons and a lot of young weapons on offense. I like their defense as well. I'm going to go with the Browns to beat the Chargers today.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's shocking.
Wow.
I'm still going to take the Chargers. I like the Browns, though. I love Mayfield. Mayfield has put a whole other energy out there. He got them believing again.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be an easy game. I actually think this will be a good one, too. But the Chargers, you got one of the better quarterbacks in the last 10 years. Good running game. I love Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, I got him.
I like that other guy behind him, too. I can't think of his name right now. The fast running back. I like him, too.
He's good as well. It's just that with the Chargers, you always get an element of they did it again. Now, a couple of years ago, they were playing against a rookie quarterback, and I can't really remember the game. I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on it, but they had a lead by 10. They blew the lead to the young guy, and it was just a disaster. I can see them blowing another game to a rookie quarterback, and this guy's got everything behind him. He's got the momentum. He's got the swag. I just think that Mayfield's going to pull it out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland wins. I'll tell you that. But I still think the Chargers get the edge, maybe by a touchdown. Maybe
all right,
one.
There you go. Coops got him by a touchdown. I got Cleveland winning by 10. What's going on? What's next?
I got the. I'll go ahead and take the Browns too, just because of the energy. I think it could go either way. So I'm gonna go with the Browns on this one as well.
All right.
All right. Who we got? The another favorite, the 2-3 Bills.
Oh boy.
Going down to Texas against the 2-3 Texans. Watkins is questionable. He will be playing. Sammy Watkins. I think this Texans team is underachieving. I think they're way better than what they're playing. Coop, I'll let you start off, brother.
I'm going to go with the Texans. Texans got too much talent. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to take the Texans in this one. I'll go with the Bills are sloppy. You might as well just trade McCoy and give him a little bit of breathing room for the rest of his career. He's not going to do anything there.
Right.
I'm definitely going with them. The Bills have it. Tell me something that the Bills have that's positive right now. The quarterback suck. All of them suck.
They just can't get out there. They don't. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut y'all, man. I just don't think they've invested. Sometimes you just got to go with the ups and downs, the bumps and bruises with a quarterback. They're just too quick to snatch them out, and they can't get any continuity going with these quarterbacks, man.
I don't see nothing. I really don't see nothing with the Bills. And we know the Texans what they're capable of, the talent they have. You got to put it together. Yep. We love that young quarterback over there watching. I'm going with the Texans, and I'm going with them by 2 touchdowns. I'll give them 14 points.
Bam.
All right,
the eyes on you, brother.
Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills, but nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. It's just tough. This team has really never really stepped up to the plate after the Jim Kelly era. They had one little Motor City miracle where they lost to the Texans in the playoffs, and the Titans, and they just never really recovered after that. They have been a shell of themselves for the last 15 years. They can't get any stability at quarterback. They can't keep any running backs in there. They can't keep a head coach in there. They really just are all over the place. Coop said it best. They are sloppy Joes. They're seconds. And I'm going to go with the Texans. They just have way too much talent on that side. I like Deshaun Watkins. I like the defense. Yeah, they have underachieved a little bit this year coming out of the gate. But I think that they'll pick it up, and they even have a chance to win their division. I'm going with the Texans.
Oh, and I forgot about Hopkins. My bad. No meaning to disrespect you, Hopkins. One of the top 5 receivers in the league.
Absolutely.
He's just quiet. He's not a diva. He's not a diva.
Right.
But
he gets it done. He
reminds me of an AJ Green type, just as far as, not too flashy, not Hollywood and shit. I just think, man, going back a lot of years, if they just would have left Flutie again, man, let them play that last game and left Rob Johnson.
Here we go. They're going back to Flutie again. They're going back to Flutie again.
I bet you had them Flutie. You had them Flutie.
We're not doing Flutie at all. He's 5'2" and rising. He's like he's buckshot shorty. We're not even doing it, and he's definitely no Black Moon. Who's got the props? Not the Bills. I'm going with the Texans.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And I'll follow suit. Go with the Texans. I think the Bills. I agree with Coop. They're too sloppy, and Texans they're much better. They're way better than what they're playing. All right, let's take a quick intermission real quick. I'm gonna break another point up. We got 3 games this year going on in London. What are you guys' thoughts on the NFL playing overseas, man? Do you think it's any value in it? I mean, what's the end result here? What's the motivation?
I really don't know. I mean, I guess they're trying to broaden the market. The NFL is all about business, and what a better way of business is to go overseas and try to expand your league and expand your brand. But right now, it's slow at best. I don't think England is really embracing the NFL like they thought they would. They're very big on soccer, which is their form of football. But, it's slow and steady wins the race. I don't know. I mean, I'm all for it if it works. But if it doesn't, why try to fix something that's not broke? We're doing well in the States. The NFL will always be the #1 sport in America. The bottom line, that's what we look forward to every year. London's a slow market, but we'll see what happens. I'm fine with it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I have no problem with it. Maybe give them their own team. Maybe that'll make it a little more exciting out there. I don't necessarily care for it, but I have no problem. Exactly what he said. They're just trying to broaden their market and all that. So I have no problem with it. Hey, let's go to Hong Kong. Let's go to Ethiopia. Yeah.
Man, why not? I mean, we'll get a team in Hong Kong and name him Godzilla. I mean, fuck it. At the end of the day, just go wherever you want to go. If they get a team in London, they'll be the Beatles. Paul McCartney will be quarterback, and Ringo Starr will be wide receiver. I don't know. But, I mean, like you said, I don't have a problem with it, but it is a slow market. But NFL is all about branding and making money.
Yeah,
absolutely. On that note, I mean, shit, if they want to go overseas, let's go to Hong Kong. And, why not? Why go to London? Let's, take the game. I guarantee you, you go over Indonesia somewhere, man, you fill the seats up. And for just for a note, they love the Jaguars for some reason. That's like their adopted team and shit.
I didn't know that. Wow, Indonesia. Well, is that like next to India? Like, are they going to have Dowsum at quarterback, Street Fighter style? Look, I don't really know, but the long arms of the law say this: that if you want to take the NFL international, then it's the way to go. But I mean, right now, I don't see anybody over there really stepping up to even make a bid for a football team, let alone pitch for a stadium. But I mean, it is what it is. And like you said, do it international. Coop, what do you think?
Hey, Japan, I mean, they love the Wu-Tang Clan. I mean, they love the Wu-Tang Clan, so they do like some of our customs. So, hey, take it to Japan.
All right, take it to Japan. What's next?
I like it. We got the 3-1 Bears visiting down South Florida, South Beach, the 3-2 Dolphins. This one is going to be a barn burner, in my opinion. Dolphins are playing damn good. They're 2 losses. The Bears, man, the Bears are that sleeper team this year that no one expected would be 3-1, but like I said, it was only week 6. Coop, I'll give it to you.
And that's what I want to say about the Raiders. That was John Gruden's biggest mistake. Ladies can be so mad to walk out the door.
Man,
he had the whole defense. They had a decent defense last year, but with him out there, he just took him over the hill. I mean, that was a big stupid mistake by him. But the Bears are very surprising. I was putting it all on the quarterback. He's played well. Didn't he throw 6 touchdown passes the other week or so?
Trubisky is playing very well. He's definitely doing his thing. Yeah.
They gave him a lot of weapons. He got plenty of weapons there. He got good running back, good two-man system as far as running back. I think the Dolphins have been exposed. They lost 2 in a row, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 in a row. Absolutely.
They started off good, but I don't, Tannehill's back to Tannehill.
Yeah, he's back to Tannehill. He's back to Tuna Hill, and it's definitely some star kiss going on down there in Miami. I'm not really sure. I'm going to go with the Bears. The defense is reminding me a lot of the early 2000 Ravens. They have Mac, and everybody's circling around Mac. That defense is great. They're young. Trubisky's playing very well. A lot of young weapons on offense. I'm going to go with the Bears.
Wow.
I hate to say it, but I'm going with the Bears.
Division rival, but
I'm going with the Bears.
Gotcha, man. I'll take the Bears as well. So we're all for the Bears.
Clean sweep.
Moving on, we got, man, I don't know if this is going to be an onslaught or just practice for the Rams. You got the 5-0 Rams visiting Mile High Stadium, going against the Broncos, who are 2-3. I open up to you, my brother.
Weather is going to play a big factor. The LA Rams are going into Denver, and there is snow on the ground. It's going to be very cold. It's snow as we speak. They're trying to clear the field. They're wondering whether if Goff is going to need to wear gloves in order to play quarterback out there in Mile High. The air is thin, but the Rams are not thin on offense. They're not thin on defense. They have Ndamukong Suh. They have Donald, and they have an absolute great head coach and a great quarterback. They're going to go vertical. They're going to run the ball. Gurley's going to get open in the flats. He's going to run between the tackles. Going with the
great pick. Cool.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams as well. As long as they can block Von Miller, he's probably the only thing to worry about. I mean, their defense is not really what it was. They're still decent on defense.
A lot of holes, man.
I do like their running back. The Broncos have a great rookie running back, Freeman. The boy runs with power. He's looking like a young beast mode. I don't know if you watched the game last week, but he had some beast mode runs. But I don't think it'll be enough to beat the Rams. I don't think it'll be enough. The Rams have too much firepower. They got too much on offense. Arguably the best back in the league.
And Rams are averaging close to 31 points a game. And Denver has Keenum, who has been all around the league. And I'm not really sure what he can do. Keenum, I'm not really too beat on his last name. It really sucks. He looks like an aardvark with a helmet. I'm going to go with the Rams.
Yeah, we go with the Rams in that one.
I'll take the Rams too. We're all for the Rams. Moving along. In Nashville, Cashville, we got the 3-2 Titans hosting the 3-2 Ravens. What we got here, guys? The Titans have been just spotty, man. Mariota just can't seem to be consistent, man. 1 minute he's passed for 100 yards, then they're kicking the shit out the ball. I don't know. I'm gonna hear from you guys on this one. Coop, open that shit up, man.
Yeah, I'm a little behind on this one too. You don't know what you're going to get from the Titans. Sometimes it's just like you say with Mariota. Sometimes he looks great. And they couldn't score a touchdown last week. And they're
2.5-point favorites too, man, over the Ravens, man. They just disrespected the Ravens.
Flacco's been surprising. But he's like that too. He's a little inconsistent, but he'll give you a big game. He's there. He's been proven. I think I'm going to go with the Ravens on this one. Yeah, I'll take the Ravens.
Okay. Where's the game even being played? Are we even sure where it's at? What's happening?
It's in Tennessee. It's in Cashville.
Well, then I'm definitely going with Cashville to the casket dips. I'm going to go with Mariota, even though it's Hawaiian for mediocre. I'm going to go with them. I think that they'll win at home. Flacco is Flacco. You're not really sure what you'll get with him. You'll get either the MVP of the Super Bowl, or you'll get somebody to throw 5 or 6 interceptions and be on his back all day. Their defense isn't really what it used to be, but they always have been decent at best. I'm going to go with the Titans. The Titans will pull it out at home.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to take the Ravens, man. I think the Ravens can go steal one. I just don't think the Titans, man, they might catch them on a bad day. We'll see, man. But we'll see there. 2.5 point favorites, Titans, Ravens. Ravens are the East Coast Raiders. They take all the only way out players, and they're doing a pretty good damn job with them this year. So we'll see. Okay, in Dallas, we got the 2-3 Cowboys hosting the 3-2 sliding on the slide Jaguars. I'm down here now in Jaguar land, and they're not saying too much the last couple of weeks. But before that, you'd have thought they're on their way to the Super Bowl, man. Fournette's not playing. He's he's kind of not wanting to get the ball like they gave Maurice Jones-Drew that year. They, try to take some years away from him. So I don't think Fournette's going to be playing in this game. What do you guys' thoughts?
He hasn't been playing in any games. Nobody cares about Fournette. He does not run the ball with speed. He has no speed, and he stays injured. They really don't have a proven running back other than him, and he still is unproven. Bortles is mediocre, another B-lister at best. Sometimes you just don't know what you're going to get with him. Yep. And he's very inconsistent. Very inconsistent. I have to say that Dak is Dak. They have, of course, Zeke the Freak. They're due for a win, but so are the Jags. I'm going to go with the Jags in a close one. Dallas is really reeling, and the real reason I'm going with the Jags is because Craig Shannon, you suck. Go sell a Hyundai fucking Sonata and fucking Chevy Blazer, you bastard. Your team is fucking sinking like the Titanic, and I'm going with the fucking Jags.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, hey, I'm with him. I'm definitely going with the Jags. Dallas has no. I mean, all they can do is run the ball if they can do that. But the pass attack is pathetic. The offensive calls are pathetic. They need to fire that damn coach. Yeah. I don't know if he's sleeping with Jerry Jones' daughter. I don't know what's going on. He has some incriminating pictures on him. I don't know what it is. But
no, he's not sleeping with Jerry Jones' daughter. He's sleeping with his brother. Garrett is a homo, a red-headed freak of nature, an alien capable of biting. He has no kind of presence when it comes to running an offense. He wears a headset. So does Coop right now. Does it make him an offensive coordinator? No. He's not even a head coach. Dallas, you suck. Shannon, you suck. And I'm talking to you, Craig. Go sell a Hyundai Sonata.
Yeah, they can't pass, man. They can't pass the ball.
Suck your pride. Call dead.
They can't pass a gallstone. All they have is Zeke in his tight little body shirts looking like Leroy from Fame. I want to live forever. I want to learn how to fly. Hi! I'm going with the Jags.
They're going with the Jags. That second string running back, I can't remember his name right now. He is pretty good. The guy behind Fournette, he is good.
He is good.
Yeldon.
Yeah, the guy from Alabama. Yeah, Yeldon. Yeldon's a decent. He can catch, he can run. Pretty good.
All right. I'm gonna take
the Jags too on this one, man. I think it's gonna be we have a 3-bagger there. Cowboys 2-3. Oh, there it is. Craig Shannon, you suck, I guess. Moving on.
That was just too one-dimensional. They're too one-dimensional.
Right. All right. That will do it for the game. So I got one more intermediate question here, and I think I asked you guys on our rehearsal yesterday. Randall Cunningham, 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time second-team All-Pro, NFL pass rating leader 1998, NEA NFL Most Valuable Player 1998, the Bird Award 5 times,
the Vikings,
NFL Comeback Player of the Year, NFC Player of the Year, and Philadelphia Eagles Hall of Fame. Let's check it out. He has 207 touchdowns, 134 INTs, 29,000 yards passing, almost 30,000, 81.5 QB rating all times, rushing yards, almost 5,000, rushing touchdowns, 35. Is Randall Cunningham a Hall of Famer?
Coop, you take this one.
To me, he is. If I was voting, he would definitely be in there. But the little tight-headed voters, I don't know, because he doesn't have a lot of records. But I do want to say in '98 he was playing but he had Randy Moss. Yeah. He had that explosive offense. But Randall Cunningham did kind of change the game. Very athletic, stretchy, like Armstrong. You hit him, he jump over you, he flip over you. He was just an exciting player. So on that note alone, I would put it. Personally, this is my personal opinion. He was that exciting. He was that innovative that I would vote him in. Now, what they're going to vote him in, is a totally different thing. He's already a black quarterback. You know we got to go bend over and on beyond to get in there. So right. I don't know how this is, but in my opinion,
yeah. This one is tough for me. He definitely had some flashes in the pan, more good seasons than bad seasons. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say yes, he should be in the Hall of Fame off his numbers alone. Did he ever win a Super Bowl? No. Did he ever, get to an NFC Championship? And did he ever? Was he consistent in the playoffs? No, but he did have some good numbers. He wasn't a record breaker like Coop said, but I would put him in the Hall of Fame just off of his electricity and his energy. I'd go with Cunningham.
I put him in there.
I agree. I think he definitely changed the way the defense is prepared for games.
He was the first. He was the first Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just off that, I'd put him in the Hall of Fame. But you know, the writers, I just think that the Hall of Fame needs to vote Hall of Famers in, and they need to stop with all the politics and clean that shit up because you know, a couple times, and I don't want to keep you guys longer than I need to, but Terrell Owens, what do you guys thoughts on the way he handled it, and where do you feel that he was the first ballot? And do you feel that he handled it correctly?
His numbers speak for himself. He should have been put in there. The first year he was eligible, he should have been in the Hall of Fame. This man is number 2 at almost everything. This man should have been the very first chance he got. He should have been in there without question. The way he handled it.
Don't you agree that his attitude really is the reason what kept him out of the Hall of Fame in the first place?
But that's why. That's why. But your numbers alone should still put him in there. But it is that stays bad in the locker room. At least some people do. We don't know. We need to talk to the teammates. We don't know.
I'm glad you said that. Should that be a factor in getting into the Hall?
I believe that it should. I believe your character says a lot. You got a lot of young youth around the country and around the world that are watching these players 24 hours a day, emulating their every move. And you're on TV, or your personality says a lot about you. The way you carry yourself is very important in the NFL. They're all about branding. They're all about what you look like and how you represent the league and yourself. But definitely, first and foremost, the league. And he put a couple of black eyes on the league a number of times during his career in locker rooms and on different teams. We've already seen what he went through when he was out in San Francisco, when he was with his quarterback out there. He was calling him gay, and it was all kind of controversy out there. He did it in Dallas. Everywhere he go, he definitely brought a little black cloud with him. His best years, I believe, were in Philly when he played in the Super Bowl with 19 screws in his damn ankle and really turned it up. They were just a couple plays away with McNabb from winning the Super Bowl. But yeah, his stats definitely say it. But you have to carry yourself a certain way as well. You got to remember, we got a lot of young youth that are coming into the league, and they're watching these players. That's what kept them out of first ballot. His attitude, his approach.
Yeah.
And that's why it does play a part. You have to carry yourself professionally at all times. But he definitely is a Hall of Fame.
Good point, man. Good point.
Definitely Hall of Famer. But yeah, I mean, his attitude is what kept him out.
Right.
He was an original diva. Receiver diva. Definitely.
Diva.
He made Jeff Garcia look like goddamn Johnny Unitas, man. Just throwing the name out there, man. But Garcia fought 4 or 5.
I don't know about Johnny Unitas. Maybe Elton John. But, I mean, at the end of the day, he definitely...
You go over Theo's judgment on him. Called him Elton John.
Yeah.
That was a dangerous team too. That team was dangerous, man. And that Eagles team as well. Yeah, you're right. He did carry a black cloud. You know, his numbers 200, almost 200 receiving touchdowns, 16,000 yards, receiving yards, receptions, over 1,000 receptions. Yeah. First ballot, Chris Carter, second ballot. I thought Chris should have been first ballot. But when I see that,
same thing with him too, though. His history and his past, his personal history kept him out of the. He was an alcoholic. That was his problem.
Yeah, but that was in Philly when he came to the Vikings. Which
as you know, they never forget what you do, no matter how you clean it up. Even though Michael Vick came back from jail and eating Alpo in the county, when he came back and he had that team in Philly, he was doing well that first year. All they remember was the dog fighting, and they kept bringing that up. They're going to bring up your bad no matter what you do. That's why you have to walk a straight and narrow, especially us in America. You already know. And that's what kept Chris Carter from being the first ballot Hall of Famer. His attitude early in his career in Philly and his alcohol abuse kept him out as a first ballot Hall of Famer. He has the numbers as well, but they remember what you did, and they'll always throw it back in your face whenever they get a chance, and they slap them with it when it came time to get in the Hall of Fame.
Was LT... This was, you know, instead of them saying that, Chris Carter, he started out bad and he turning around and he started. This is what you can do. You start out bad, you got to get back on your feet, you change, turn it around. But no, you're right. Always got to bring the negative up.
The first thing they bring up. Oh yes, he had 10,000 yards receiving, but he toe tapped 5 midgets when he was a rookie. So they bring it like, oh, like whoa, like what? He touched 5 midgets when he was a rookie, but that's what you're bringing up over his Hall of Fame career. It's just what they bring up. They'll find anything they can do to. They'll find they'll find anything they can do to smudge you. So if you got anything on you, they're going to use it.
Moss got in. You know, he has. I just don't like they need to change the whole way they select these guys.
Criteria. They need to change it.
Yeah, I'm
tired. What can they do to change it and make it better? Well, you want the fans to vote for the Hall of Fame?
The Hall votes, man. The Hall has to say in it. The guys that are in there, the guys that made it to the Hall, they know.
Oh yeah, okay, good point. What you're saying, yeah.
It's like a jury of your peers.
Mm-hmm. No, we'll see what happens if they change it. If not, you're gonna still have a lot of politics.
Absolutely.
As far as getting into the Hall of Fame until it changes. So, great conversation this week, Coop. We're glad that you made it in, even though it took you 5,000 clicks to get past that Google password. But you finally made it, and then we're glad that you made it this week.
Yeah, I had the pace. I couldn't do the pace part. I figured it out. That's what got me.
We got the Pick'em podcast. We started at 6 weeks. We'll be off next week, and we'll be back for week 8. We'll keep score. It'll be like a football pool. Next week we'll tally up our votes. I will be posting that, and then we'll go live again the week after. What I want to do is I want to get a Super Bowl pick from both of you guys, and we're gonna put that in
right now.
Yep, Super Bowl pick.
Give me week 10 or something. Well, it's hard now.
Pick them
because you never really know your powerhouses until like week 10. I would say that's when you really know who's gonna do something. But if I was to say right now, wow, it's like you can never count the Patriots out, even though I hate to say that. I mean, if you was to go now, you're gonna say the Rams, or pretty much for the NFC. I mean, you could say the Rams.
If the Rams stay healthy, they'll win the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Period. They're a machine. They are the. Goff is on pace with Kurt Warner with his record-setting season when he stepped in the Rams uniform. He's running neck and neck with Kurt Warner right now in every statistical category. The coaches really got Goff playing at an all-time level. If they stay healthy, they should be home field favorites throughout the playoffs. They'll make it to the Super Bowl in Atlanta, which I will be in town for that Super Bowl, and the Rams will win.
Nice. We got AFC.
Now, in the AFC, I really believe the Chiefs are going to eventually fall off. If you remember, Andy Reid does this every year. Last year, Alex Smith, they were like 4-5-0. Then they started falling off. Not saying that it's going to happen this year, but I don't see the Super Bowl for these guys. I'm sorry. I don't know if they can win a playoff game. They look good in the regular season, but can you win a playoff game? Got this young quarterback. He's living off this high. So it's a whole other ball game when you get in the playoffs. So I don't see the Chiefs. I mean, I don't want to say the Patriots. You know I don't want to say it.
You got to, man. I'm
kidding. I mean, the NFC is so much harder division. The AFC is not as hard. And I guess I have to say the Patriots right now. Now, this is going to change when you ask a couple weeks from now. But right now, I'll say the Patriots.
I'm with the Patriots and the Rams.
There you go. There you have it.
Right there.
Well, that'll do it for this Week 6 NFL podcast called Pick'em. For Kareem V.I. Williams and Kareem Cooper, I'm DJ WIDEBODY. This is Pick'em. Thank you. Catch us on the playback. Catch us 2 weeks from now, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. Check it out on the playback. Peace.
How do I get out of here?